So, I'm a chronic scroller. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Twitter and TikTok, those are like my two little poisons of choice. And honestly, there's just been something heavy on my mind, on my heart. I feel like it's been coming up in conversations with my friends really often. And I don't know, I feel compelled to like come on camera and like just get out all my thoughts, like a stream of consciousness, and get it out there. And I feel like somebody needs to hear it. Somebody, whether it's just for validation in their own head, like for what they're thinking, or there's gonna spark a new thought, whatever the case is. Like, I just feel like I need to speak on it. So, I'm a chronic scroller, whatever. Like I said, like Twitter and TikTok, I really be on there all day. And the content that I digest, I really do think that it's curated to me. Oh, and YouTube. Oh my God. YouTube is definitely like my number one poison of choice. Like, I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube. Honestly, I digest a lot of content that's productive. Like, I watch a lot of stuff that's specific to my career, specific to my interest, my hobbies, and things like that. But I also digest a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. Like, we all are on our feeds scrolling, getting mad. Like, why are they talking like that? Why are they saying that? Especially on Twitter, right? Because that's where you see all the bullshit, all the worst shit is on Twitter, honestly. Like, we're digesting all of these things that are not productive, and this is not coming from a girl boss mindset. This is not coming from like, oh, we need to be productive 24/7. Like, but what's our baseline? Like, I feel like I'm about to put on my Coretta Scott King hat, my Dr. Umar hat right now, but like, dead ass, what is our baseline? Like, if at the end of the day we watching baddies every day and we're arguing on Twitter about whether we should split the rent 50-50, and like, what's our baseline? Like, I really do feel like we're lacking productivity in our content, like the content that we digest, the content that we're putting out there. Like, we talk about it all the time, like when it comes to podcasts, right? Like, we see the exact opposite of what we want to see in podcasts with like these alpha male podcasts, whatever, right? We always talking about how we don't want to see that anymore. Like, we want productive podcasts. We want black men to sit down and talk about productive things. We want men to sit down and talk about good things, positive things. Like, yeah, that shit applies to everybody. Like, I don't want to fucking watch you get ready. I don't want to watch you put on your clothes. I don't want to watch you put on your clothes. And granted, there's somebody that want to watch you put on your clothes, but I don't want to watch you put on your clothes. And I'm sure you have something that is much higher of value to offer than putting on your clothes. Everybody puts on clothes. A lot of people are stylish. Like, offer some more value in the get ready with me. I'm not saying you can't do your get ready with me, but offer some more value in your get ready with me. Offer us something. Like, why are we just sitting here watching you put on your cargos over your drawers? Like, I understand. I do. Like, get your money. Like, I understand. We're all trying to make money. We're all trying to make bread at the end of the day. That's like the motivating reason why most people are making content like that, especially content that really has no purpose, no real like, I don't know. Like, and this isn't coming from like a place of me being a hater, I promise. Like, because what am I hating on? And what am I hating on? Like, we're coming, I don't know. Like, when I think about this shit, like, you really have to think about what you're doing and how you're going to put it out into the world. We are in a completely different generation, okay? Like, we're going to be online. Our lives are documented, and whether you like it or not, like, in 50 years, you're probably going to wish that you documented your life. And you're probably going to wish that the things that you put out onto the internet were of value, were productive, that you actually like helped somebody, you inspired somebody, you did something like. And that, I'm not sitting here saying everybody needs to put out a course, everybody needs to start like making money, making content, like whatever the case is. Like, I'm saying everyone has something unique to offer. And I really do feel like if you put that forth, not only will your content do better, because people love uniqueness, and like, you know, if you're doing something of value, like it's probably something that you have that even your best friend doesn't have, or like the person standing right next to you doesn't have. Like, you have something to offer more than jumping up and down into them cargos. I'm sorry, I'm going in on the Get Ready With Me's right now. I don't know why, but that's just been heavy on mine. I didn't like watch a Get Ready With Me and get inspired to make this video or anything. Like, I really was just talking. I was actually talking about a conversation about haters, like, because I was talking about Infinity Song. You guys know that song, Haters Anthem by the group Infinity Song. Yeah, I love the way it feels to be a hater. Like, it's crazy. Like, like hating is such a disease. Like, you really have to start. Like, you really have to narrow in and just focus on yourself with a humble heart, because you sitting here looking at the next person, even if you genuinely think that their work isn't good objectively, or you think that you can do better, show me. Prove it. Like, you talking a lot. Like, prove it. Like, you're talking a lot. Like, oh my God, I should have the opportunity. Like, even if you're not voicing it, if you're feeling that inside, oh my God, I should have the opportunity. They shouldn't have gotten that opportunity. That should be me. I would have done that so much better than them. Do it. Do it. The fuck? What are you waiting on? Do it. Like, don't piss me off. Do it. Like, you sitting here looking at the next person like, oh my God, that business is so whack. Oh my God, that content is so whack. Oh my God. Like, girl, you haven't done anything for the past 5 years. You haven't done anything. You have one thing to show for what you've done in the past decade. Don't piss me off. Like, you haven't done anything to sit here and talk from that standpoint. Niggas could look at Kanye West and talk all the shit that they want, but that nigga could talk like that because he's Kanye West. You feel me? There's probably people that have the right to be like, he shouldn't be talking like that, because, you feel me? Like, they have the shit to back that up. There's a nigga that could be probably, not lying, there probably isn't a nigga that could be hating on Kanye West, because if you a hater, you just a hater at the end of the day. But it's like, there is a difference between hate and critique, but at the end of the day, it's about what's in your heart, you know? Like, if you see somebody doing well and your first thought is to be like, what are they doing wrong? Or this is what they could have did better. Like, that's where the problem lies. Like, why is your heart so full of blackness? Oh my gosh, like, just focus on yourself and you will feel so much better. Like, if you focus on yourself, your biggest flex will be that you don't have to. You understand? Let me say that again. Let me run that back. I'm sorry, this girl used that as a caption today. Let me run that back. You understand what I'm saying? If you focus on yourself with a humble heart, you understand? If you focus on yourself, tunnel vision that shit. Like, whatever the fuck you want to do, focus on yourself. Stop looking at what the fuck Brenda and Josh are doing. Like, focus on yourself. And I promise you, your biggest flex will be that you do not have to flex in the first place. Everything about you will speak for itself. Like, everything that you do will be shown. Everything that you, like, every change that you make will literally just radiate from your being. Like, I promise y'all, like, just focus on yourself. Like, all that other shit, like, if you're worried about what your friends might think or what other, like, first of all, if you're worried about what people might think in the first place, you're bugging. You're bugging. But that's a whole other tangent. We all struggle with that. Like, obviously, like, everybody struggles with that. I still struggle with that, honestly. Like, I'm fixing my necklace right now. It's not because I care about what people think, but if you, like, go deep, at the end of the day, like, I care about the fact that my necklace needs to be in a perfect position for this video that I'm making, right? Like, it's not affecting my well-being right now, me fixing my necklace. Like, at the end of the day, I did that shit just now because I care about what y'all think. You feel me? So even as I'm speaking and, like, saying all of these things, like, you know, I'm still battling these things. I'm still struggling with these things, but it's all about just focusing on yourself, like, you know, and not being vain. It's not about being vain. Like, you know, community is very important. Like, you know, being selfless is very important, but focusing on yourself in the sense that you're not comparing yourself to other people. You're not worried about what other people might think about what you're doing, and not in a sense that, like, you're out here doing a whole bunch of bad shit and, oh, I don't give a fuck about what other people say because I'm doing me. No. I'm talking about when you're receiving critique about things that you're doing that you know will enrich your life, that you know are helping you further in whatever it is you want to do, your business, your craft, your art, like, whatever it is, your hobby, your career, whatever it is, like, you feel me? If you know that whatever you're doing is enriching your thing, then don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people have to say. Don't worry about how other people feel. Don't worry about what it's doing to other people, because that's none of your business. Your business is you. Your business is you. And that's not coming from a place of, like, let's just all be selfish and independent. And, like, you know, that's, like, we really have to break that down as well. That's a whole other topic. But, like, you really have to stop watching face, you know? Like, be productive. Be, like, that shit is just gonna make you happy. I promise. Like, it's just gonna make you happy if you focus on yourself and produce something that you feel is productive. You know, like, when it comes to the shit that I'm talking about in the beginning, the whole theme of this whole thing, like, you know, producing productive things, like, you know, it can be easy to get caught up in, oh, I just want to make content. Like, so you're willing to make any type of content. Like, you're just gonna hop on following a TikTok trend or following this or following that. But at the end of the day, even if you pop, even if you go viral, I'm gonna forget about you, because you're nothing but a personality, and there's gonna be somebody else with a better personality, or a more likable personality, or a more relevant personality, or a more trendy personality that's gonna pop up soon. They're coming, and you're done. Like, I'm not watching your content anymore because you're not funny, you're played out. But if you produce productive content, evergreen content, things that can consistently come back and gain views, like, things that, you know, people can think about an issue, type it in, and you pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about a topic, type it in, and then you pipe up. And that's kind of the glory about picking a niche. I'm not like, pick a niche. Everybody has a niche. Like, there's something unique about you. You yourself are a niche. You have so many niche interests. Everything that you like is a niche. Everything that you like is a niche. Pick one. Pick one and do it. Pick one and do it. Let me get comfortable. Pick one and freaking do it. Like, it's so much easier than we make it seem. Like, just pick one, pick a niche, do it, and you're gonna feel so much better. Yeah. Let me get back up. Yeah. you'll just feel so much better if you just pick a niche and do that one. Like, you're gonna feel so much better if you tunnel vision, and you're gonna find out who the fuck you are. You're gonna find out what the fuck you're good at, and you're gonna find out how you're gonna get to exactly where you want to be. You know, we're all sitting here floating with all these goals. Oh, I want this, I want this, I want to stop working when I'm this age, I want to have this amount of money by this age, I want to start a family by this age. But you're 20 something and you're not doing anything. And I'm so sorry that it's gonna sound like a get your ass up and work, nobody wants to work these days. But the fuck, nobody wants to work these days, like, dead ass. Like, the fuck, like, we have to, like, I don't want to work either, babe. I don't want to work either. Let me make that very clear. I don't want to work either. Nobody wants to work. Some people want to work. I don't want to work, though. I don't want to work. Most people don't want to work. I feel like most people 35 and under don't want to work. Working is hard. And I'm not reaping the benefits. Like, you feel me? When people are working average jobs, you're not reaping the benefits that you would have reaped 30 years ago. And that's not that long ago. So that's why it's so, like, disheartening to everyone our age. Like, I absolutely feel you. Like, you know, but this is a conversation specific about, like, you know, people that are interested in making content. And that goes for any type of content. That's not video content. I'm talking about people who want to be popular on Twitter, people who want to put out blog posts, people who want to, whatever the case is. Like, we're all online, we're all putting ourselves out there online every single day. And my point is that I really do feel like our baseline needs to be something productive. Because if not, like, what are we standing on? We're gonna crumble. We're gonna crumble. And all we're gonna have is niggas setting up their tripods outside of Target. No, we're gonna crumble. And all we're gonna have is niggas setting up their tripods outside of Target and bitches jumping up and down to get into their jeans for get ready with me's. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope that, you know, this resonates with somebody. Hopefully it makes some sort of sense and y'all feel where I'm coming from. And y'all don't think I'm just trying to girl boss the fuck out of everybody, because that's really not the case. I love a good get ready with me, especially if you're fly. I love that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like we're getting too far. We're straying.